come make venison chili with me. As you can tell here, it's a very simple recipe with very little amount of ingredients. What makes the dish is going to be what you season the pan with, as well as what you season the meat and chili with. We go ahead here and use bacon grease. We do not grind any type of pork fat or fat into our venison when grinding it, and we add it afterwards. This is just a preference. Most people do grind pork fat in, but we opt out just because we can better season it and flavor it to the dish that we are cooking with. Once you get that melted in, go ahead and get your meat in there. I struggled a little bit because we did not thaw out completely. So once you get this in, you're going to smash it all up as best as you can. Now that you've got that somewhat smashed, like I said, pretty hard still, go ahead and put it on low and put the lid on so it can thaw out just a little bit more while it's cooking. Once it's somewhat thawed or even fully thawed, before it's getting to be fully cooked, I like to put in seasoning. Here I put in the chili seasoning and the Slap Ya Mama. Go ahead and give that another good mix and put the lid back on to let it cook down more. Now that it's pretty close to being cooked, we're going to go ahead and add in more Slap Ya Mama as well as more chili seasoning. And then you're going to give that a good mixing. I added a lot more Slap Ya Mama than I was expecting. I'm not very good with spicy, however, spicy is what makes this dish in my opinion, so I deal with it. The sour cream and cheese helps tune it all out. Mix that all in nice and well and make sure you get your meat cooking very well. Now that it is pretty much fully cooked, we're going to go ahead and start adding in our beans and tomatoes. It is personal preference on what type of tomatoes you use. You can use fresh tomatoes, you can use canned, you can use diced, you can use pureed, you can use whatever your heart desires. We like using chopped. Add in whatever ingredients you have and give it a nice stir and mixing. Now you're going to add in all of your ingredients. We opted for chopped dried onion just because I did not feel like tearing up a whole ton, so I used quite a bit of that. Go ahead and let that simmer on low for an hour, and this is what you get. Look at those flavors infusing in that chili. The coloring, the meat, the onions, the beans. This is what you want to cuddle up with on the couch on a nice cold day.